Hi, how you doing? Thanks very much for tuning in. Mark here. Now, please stick around to the end of this video, not only to see the lovely result I'm pleased to have achieved with these lenses, but also because I've added a cheeky new addition and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, and indeed anything else that you'd like to comment on about the video. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel and watch all my videos, first of all, thank you very much, I really do appreciate it. But you'll probably recall me saying in my previous time-lapse video, the Jaguar X-Type one, that I was going to try and explain why headlights go cloudy in the first place and tell you what I could about the subject. Well, I'll be doing that in just a second, but I just wanted to say, if I missed something that you think is relevant, then please just let me know in the comments. Like they say, every day is a learning day, and as much as I'd like to think I'm going to provide you with some information that you maybe didn't know, I really don't know it all, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on the subject as well. But first things first, let me tell you that today's car is a very nice old Mercedes ML 4x4 SUV. In my opinion, this is a great looking car, and when you consider this particular model is from 2007, it still looks really good for its age. If you own or have ever owned one of these, then maybe tell me how you found it to be in the comments. I'd really be interested to know. What I can tell you about this particular car is the headlights are great quality, and any I've worked on over the years have always come up absolutely spot on, and this was no exception. Which leads me quite nicely onto talking about why plastic headlights go cloudy in the first place. Well, as with lots of things like this, there are many contributing factors that all add up to creating a kind of perfect storm, if you like, that in this case ends up with the horrible looking cloudy headlights that you get, that if you leave them to go too far, will unfortunately end up failing your MOT. And of course, not forgetting, won't be seeing you down the road anywhere near as good as they should be. I suppose then, top of the list is purely and simply old age. When the headlights get to around 10 years old or so, sometimes less depending what sort of life they've led, then the original manufacturer's sealant is going to be breaking down. This very tough protective coating, applied under quite extreme conditions during manufacture, can only last so long. And when it does break down, you're going to be left with headlights that are completely exposed to the harsh elements. The worst of those elements being the sun, and its very damaging UV rays. Once these UV rays start attacking vulnerable headlight plastic, it won't take very long at all for the headlight that was just starting to go cloudy in, say, June, to become completely cloudy by the end of that year. Of course, this depends upon quite a few factors as well, like if the car lives outside or in a garage, or if you happen to live very near to the sea, and then the salty air is even going to add further impact to that damage. And you may have already noticed that in the vast majority of cases, headlights will begin that breakdown process at the top, which clearly stands to reason, as this is where the sun is most likely to hit them for the longest periods of time. But added to the negative effects brought about by the sun's damaging UV rays, we of course have all the other weather elements the now tired and exposed plastic has to put up with. Like the fact that they're constantly driving into these elements, so having the erosion process sped up quite dramatically at times. Headlights are made to be incredibly tough, but when that surface layer begins that breakdown process, it's not difficult to see why they can deteriorate so quickly, especially when you consider everything they have to put up with over the years. And then, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse for the tired older headlights, they also have to deal with extreme ranges of temperature, from the inside and out. These temperature extremes help to compound the clouding already taking place on the outside of the plastic. But in some cases, the headlight lens may have been permanently damaged with very small, fine micro cracks that can exist quite deep in the plastic. This can often be caused by the extreme ranges of temperature that are taking place inside the headlight. These will just add to the overall unsightly appearance of the headlight, but can sometimes get so bad that they alone make the headlight appear cloudy. Unfortunately, sometimes these micro cracks live so deep within the plastic that it's impossible to fully clear them, even with a process like mine. But it's worth mentioning, I've had lots of jobs over the years where I haven't managed to completely clear these micro cracks, yet the customer has still been over the moon with the overall result. And the last thing I wanted to mention that can lead to the very quick demise of any headlight, not just one that's already going cloudy, are poor washing practices. And even more so, regular use of a full-on car wash. And even worse than that is the types of hand car washes that use traffic film removers in a very neat form. These types of detergents may be great for cleaning things very quickly, especially when they're used relatively neat, but they're not very good for looking after your plastics, especially if the headlight's already going cloudy. So there are a few facts for you about why headlights go cloudy in the first place, and I hope you found them useful. Please let me know in the comments, as I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, at this point, it's probably worth me issuing a warning for you and saying that if before watching this video you'd never really taken a second thought about cloudy headlights, then you may now find yourself spotting loads of cloudy headlights as you drive around. There are a lot of cloudy headlights out on the roads, and most people unfortunately don't even realise it's an issue until they take their vehicle for its MOT and they fail. You could consider yourself now armed with knowledge that should help you avoid that very awkward and costly situation. If you like, as a kind of thank you, just give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. That'd be great. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thanks very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, as there are lots more of these time-lapse videos coming up. I hope you enjoy the ending. Look forward to the after videos. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. And that is what I do. Please like and subscribe. Rest assured, there's plenty more to come.